Yo, what's up? It's your homeboy Josiah from Board Logic back with another video. And no matter what time you guys are watching this at, or whenever you're watching this at, for the people that just tuned in, I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna be honest, today it's not gonna be a regular video, okay? Let me just be for sure with y'all. If you can, make sure to like and sub if you guys like this type of content. I make content about skateboarding, some gaming clips, and I also make clips of me because I'm a real life skater. I'm basically a rookie at this point. But anyways, let's get into it. This is gonna be more of a motivation slash me talking about my life and who I am as a and what's been going on. Okay, so if you guys don't like talking about that type of stuff, you could leave. There's been a couple of things I need to talk about, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys personally. For myself, is the fact that stuff's been going on at home and school. I haven't been getting to what I need to do, like getting into my chores and stuff, like personal stuff. And it's pretty sad that a 16-year-old, probably the oldest sophomore that you guys know, if you guys go to Boma High, hasn't been locking in. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys right now. That's been going on, and some other school stuff's been going on. But other than that, let's get into it. Alright, so anyways, what I want to get into is I've been going to school recently, and I'm gonna be saying this in the most mature way I can as a person, because I've been building myself up as a person and thinking deeply about how I want my future to be as a good person. How I need to start standing up for myself now, so that's why I haven't been uploading, even though I said I was. Sometimes life gets in the way, but what's been going on at school, y'all, is the fact that every day when you go to school, I know at least some of y'all get that feeling that like you don't want to be there, you didn't sign up for this, but there's really just a darker meaning behind the fact that you don't want to go to school. The main reason I never wanted to go to school is because of the fact that, and this is to all the haters that don't like me too at the school. I'm not pointing hands, I'm not saying names, alright? I ain't trying to get in trouble here. I'm saying this in the most smart and mature way I can. But whenever I go to school, it's really bad for my mental health, y'all. And it's been ruining my mental health just because of the fact that a lot of people are really a-holes to me, like girls and guys. And one thing I never told anybody that follows me is I've been bullied for 11 years, going on 12 now, because nobody ever F's off of me. And I've been taught crap to by people, called racial slurs by people for the last 8 years. So, almost catching up in number, which is very painful for me. But one thing I'm gonna say to everybody that's been bullying me is, just because you call me sped, no matter what you call me, I'm myself, alright? I'm myself, and I'm a Gen Z, and I'm saying this for myself right now. You may not believe it, but you're watching this video right now, hearing it from myself, and you're hearing it from my heart, alright? Everything that I do, everything that I say is for a reason. That's how it goes with me. My dad, he always taught me about respect growing up. And one thing I want to say is, just because you don't like me as a person, just because you always threaten me and you talk crap about me, doesn't mean that, like, whatever's going on at home for you, you cannot change your life around. I know dang well that you can change your life around and you can make it better. You guys just choose not to. And that's the hard part. And one thing that my parents have always told me is, just like their generation, how they were able to turn it around, we could turn it around. And personally, I believe that we could fix this generation. We could fix everything that's wrong with this generation if we actually just put the work in. And coming from a sophomore in high school, not that many people have matured ever since the freshmen came. There's been a lot of people that have been turning on me, being a-holes. And I want to say this right now, if my past bro Daryl is watching right now, we're still chill, man, alright? We're still chill. I'm not trying to be, a bad guy to you because I'm not hanging out with you. I've just been having stuff going on in my life if you're watching this right now. So I'd really appreciate it if you were just able to understand the pain I've been through. There's been a lot of pain that I've been going through, dude. Man, I just want you to know, I hope you have a blessed day. Don't let people get you down, bro. You need to keep going, alright? Just because we don't hang out anymore doesn't mean that we're not cool. It's just I've been, changing the way I've been acting and bringing myself more out there as a person, building myself up. That's what I wanted to go over. But anyways, back to what I was saying about people that can't change their lives around. Even though you guys can't change your lives around, but you can at the same time, you just choose not to, doesn't mean you go and put it on people like me. Now, it always came to me when people always like to put it on me is I got really offended automatically because of the fact that it's like, why you put your pain on me just because of what you've been going through? Like, come on, y'all. Like, you're really gonna go and put your pain on somebody and ruin their life and ruin their mental health just because, like, you don't like what's going on in your life, or something's going on, or like you lost somebody. You're gonna go and put down somebody and talk crap to them? Like, come on. The way I personally feel after all this has been going on, and I'm gonna say this personally to my viewers, is you may have seen me at school acting nice and all of that, but you know, you're seeing the real me right now, and it's a lot to let out, especially since I'm talking to my followers about why I've been gone and everything. But one last thing I'm gonna say is, for all the people that talk crap to me for no reason and that spread rumors about me saying, oh, I did this to girls and all of that, that is all false. And I'll be honest with you guys, that is 100% false. I haven't done any of that, alright? And for example, like, there's been this dude, I'm not gonna point names or anything, there's been this dude telling me, oh, stop saying hi to my GF, right? Stop saying hi to her, this and that. So eventually, you know, it gets to the point to where you realize yourself personally as a person, like, I don't want to start anything with the person. I need to F off automatically. That's what I did. So, you know, since I've been thinking of building myself up and I've been working on myself, because, I mean, obviously, like, I know nobody's going to agree with me because not everybody's a believer or a Catholic Christian, but I am personally. So I'm saying this, you're hearing this from a Catholic, a full believer of Jesus. You can do anything that you put your mind to. Jesus, he's helping us get better every single day. He's helping us to be the best person we could be every day. He's giving us another day to live. You know how amazing that is? That's how much our Lord loves us. That's how much he loves us, guys. And, you know, I feel like crying right now, but I'm not going to. Because, you know, I almost got into it with a fool yesterday. I'm not going to say anything because I'm not trying to start any issues. I'm not calling anybody's name, none of that. Only reason why I called one person's name is because I know he's watching me right now, and I know he's rooting for me on the inside because, you know, we're still pretty chill. It's just like we have our own friend groups now, and we're growing up. I mean, honestly, everybody that's a sophomore, we got about, like, what, 2 or 3 years until we're gonna be going into, like, the last year, and then we're gonna graduate. So one thing I'm gonna say to you guys is, you could say whatever you want about me in school, but at the end of the day, think of it like this: what you say and the rumors that you put out there about me and everybody else, think about how it makes them feel. Think about how they start acting, like, think about how it affects their mental health, because at the end of the day, I mean, you could ask me this right now if you want to: why am I not uploading? Be honest, why do you think I haven't been uploading? Exactly, that's why. For the people who have doubted me, at least I got 117 followers versus all of you guys. On to the next topic. Alright, so the next topic I want to talk about is what's been going on in my life, and what I want to say is, nobody really knows me in high school, and nobody really knows who I really am personally. And that's how it came to me always, is they never really understood me. They never understood who I am. And like Jesus always said, is we were all born on this earth for a reason. We're all here for a reason, to do great things. He has great plans for us. That's how much our Lord loves us. But when it comes to people, like, for example, if haters are watching right now, I don't mind. You can hate on me all you want, but at least I got 117 followers. I'm not bragging. I'm just seeing it in the most mature way I can. But, you know, a lot of people don't know me. A lot of people say stuff about me. They call me weird. I just want people to know that I really am a nice and loving person on the inside. And that's why I act nice to people, even though they're pissed off at me sometimes. And I know what I started. But I don't appreciate the people like that dude I almost got into it with yesterday at school, at the end of school, that's over here saying stuff to me like, oh, you're the same You know, you're the same weird ass person that you were last year. I don't appreciate that. I don't. You can see it in my eyes. I just don't appreciate it. You see me laughing? No. Like, but one thing I'm gonna be serious about is if you don't know a person like how you don't know me now, you guys might be saying that I'm wrong right now. That's your opinion, alright? That's your opinion. You can say whatever you want. That's your opinion. I don't have anything against it. It's your life. Say whatever you want, but it doesn't affect me. I've eventually gotten to the point in my life to where I don't really feel pain from what people say about me. I just feel anger. And, you know, I ain't gonna say and get into the personal stuff about what happened with me and that dude that almost got into it yesterday at the end of school, because I'm not trying to have any rumors going out there. But if they already posted it, they already posted it, honestly. But, you know, it's like if you don't know a person and you guys are having your own opinions on that, oh, I think I know who they are, I think I know this about them because they told me this, and it was just like, you know, like they lighten the moment, or like this certain thing happened. You can say whatever you want about me, but you don't really know me, you don't live with me, and you only know who I am on the outside when I'm at school. Same goes for everybody else. You could say you know them, but you don't know who they really are. One last thing I'm going to say before I end the video today is I hope you guys, at least some people, actually listen to what I'm saying, because it's always hard for me to let stuff out after so much months or weeks, because of the fact that it's like, you know, I know there's some people out there watching this right now that feel the same way I do. Like, oh, you're not fully understood for who you are. You're like that one person in the corner that's just getting, like, blurted out, you know, by people, called racial slurs, etc. I'm gonna say this to those people that are watching me right now. I've been through all that pain. I've been through everything I talked about in this video. And one thing I'm gonna say is, you could either fight back for who you are and you could do something about it, or you could just turn into dust and be that nonchalant. One thing I'm gonna say, I'm actually doing something for my life now. I've been thinking about it really deeply, that I have to become more mature and more emotionally mature, and I need to stop being nonchalant, because even though it's a good thing, it's not necessarily a great thing. My bad about my grammar. And it's really hit me, like, I got scolded by my Taekwondo trainer. I got scolded by him, but, you know, it really hit me that night after I left, because I really thought about it, like where my life is going, and like where this channel is gonna be one day, if I ever make it to like the top of the follower charts. And it's really been hitting me, because it's like, you know, after all these years, I never really thought about it so deeply, about like, oh yeah, well, you know, like why am I here? Why am I in this life position? So, you know, one thing I'm changing about myself on this channel, and I'm gonna say to all the people that actually follow me, I really appreciate you for following me. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have been at 117 followers right now. And even though I'm a small YouTuber still, we're gonna keep climbing the charts till we get like all the way up to here, all the way to the top. I'm not gonna give up on myself. I'm never gonna give up on myself, honestly. Because when it comes to those type of things, I mean, you gotta choose a route. You either gotta choose to stay who you are and stay at the bottom, or you gotta choose to slowly build your way up here. Anyways, I'm gonna end the video now. Whoever feels bad for me, it's your opinion. I mean, you don't have to feel bad for me. You know, I'm fighting it myself. I mean, you're not in my shoes, being honest. But if anyone knows me from school, you know, just support me. Don't be an a-hole to me. Like, there's really no point. Like, come on. Like, I know we're Gen Z's in the big 2026. I am myself, believe it or not, but I'm myself. I'm gonna end the video, and I hope you guys have a great day. Peace, God bless, and hopefully this motivational and / discipline video gets out there to the people that